Parehong insufficient in substance ang dalawang impeachment complaints laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ayon sa House Committee on Justice. Kaugnay niyan, makausap natin si House Committee on Justice Chairperson at Batangas 2nd District Representative Jervil Luistro. Magandang umaga po, Congresswoman.
Good morning, Igan, and good morning sa lahat ng mga nanonood at nakikinig.
Sampung partikular na bahagi ng mga reklamo yung nakitaan po ng kakulangan o kaya'y mahina dahilan para hindi umusad ang reklamo.
Right. Let me advance first, Igan, no? Hindi ako kasama sa mga bumoto because the chairperson is not allowed to vote except during tie. No? Okay, so what I will be relaying are the comments and manifestations of the members of the Justice Committee with regards to the sufficiency in substance of the two complaints. Ito yung De Jesus complaint at saka yung Masa et al. Complaint. What I heard from them, one, walang koneksyon kung tawagin ni Congresswoman De Lima nexus between the allegation of facts and the impeachable ground. Hindi sapat na ang isang official ay guilty of an offense. Dapat ma-establish natin yung causal connection or yung connection or nexus between the allegation of facts and the impeachable ground. Okay? Number two, we will remember that based on verification, ang requirement, dapat ang alegasyon base sa personal knowledge or authentic records, no? So isa sa mga naging obserbasyon ng ating mga justice members ay walang personal na participation ang ating impeachable official, in which case we cannot claim that he has personal knowledge, no? About the authentic records, some members of the Justice Committee commented that the attachments are merely clippings, news clippings, no? Dapat kasi authentic or certified yung mga ebidensya na gagamitin. And third, of course, like for example, itong allegations ng graft and corruption, they were citing the video of Saldico. We will remember that that video up to this date is not yet authenticated, no? For that to be admissible as to substantiate the allegation, mas maganda kung dumating dito yung tao, panumpaan, either physically mag-appear or at least yung affidavit niya for the purpose of sufficiency in substance ay maisumite sa Committee on Justice to support the sufficiency in substance na requirement. So ito, Igan, ilan lang sa mga discussions na ating narinig during the, should I say, 3-day deliberation ng Justice Committee towards determining sufficiency in form, that's one, at yung kahapon na pinagbotohan, sufficiency in substance.
So may tuturing dismiss na ito sa committee level?
I cannot tell yet, no? Sapagkat kagaya ng sinabi ko in my prior interviews, yung aming committee report na naglalaman ng determination of insufficiency in substance, which is tantamount to dismissal. This is subject to the approval of at least 1/3 of all the members of the plenary, no? Kung i-disapprove ito ng at least 1/3 of all the members of the plenary, that will amount to reversal. Parang binaligtad ang desisyon ng Justice Committee, in which case, ibabalik ito sa Justice Committee and the Justice Committee will be constrained to come up with our articles of impeachment. And after that, that articles of impeachment will be submitted again to the plenary para aprubahan muli ng at least 1/3 ng members of the House. At pagka ito ay na-achieve, itong 1/3 na ito, that will warrant transmittal to the Senate.
May reaksyon si House Senior Deputy Minority Leader Caloocan Representative Edgar Erice sa naging takbo ng hearing ng komite. Ang magiging imahe daw po ng Kamara ay may parang tinatakpan, lalo na't maraming mababatas na di umano'y nakinabang.
May sagot tayo dyan, Iga, no?
Oh.
Rules are meant to be followed, no? Yung determination of sufficiency in substance is guided by the rules on impeachment proceedings of the House of Representatives. Ganun din ng ating saligang batas, no? I-define doon, when do you say that the impeachment complaint is sufficient in substance? It must contain recital of facts which constitute an offense indicative or demonstrative of the jurisdiction of the Justice Committee. Simply stated, Igan, dapat yung mga aligasyon mo doon ay sapat para mag-constitute siya ng impeachable ground. No? At we will remember the list of impeachable grounds is exclusive in character. 6 to. At ito lang ang grounds, wala nang iba. One, of course, is culpable violation of the Constitution. 2 is treason. 3 is bribery. 4 is graft and corruption. 5 is other high crimes. And number 6 is betrayal of public trust.
Okay.
Ang sinasabi ng saligang batas at ng rules on impeachment, dapat yung allegation of facts mo makapag-constitute ng 1, 2, o alinman dito sa 6 na ground na ito.
So hindi siya prematurely murdered, sabi ni Congresswoman Lisa Masa.
I maintain the position that the members of the Justice Committee fully ventilated all the necessary deliberations before they finally decided to declare that both complaints are not sufficient in substance.
Okay. Congresswoman, kailan naman po tatalakayin yung impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte?
The only information I have, Igan, is nung ni-receive ni SecGen, no?
Opo.
Wala pa akong ibang information other than this.
Okay.
And I cannot speak for our SecGen, for the Speaker, and even for the plenary. So what the Justice Committee can do ay maghintay lang
Opo.
kung kailan ito matatransmit or ma-refer if ever this will be referred to the Justice Committee.
Mukhang may magkaibang interpretasyon sa one-year bar, Congresswoman.
Yes. Based on the original decision of the Supreme Court, no? Ang sabi, deemed initiated from February 5. That is 2020... What's that, 4? Nalito na naman ako
2025.
magbilang, no?
2025.
2025.
Opo.
Because that was the date when at least 1/3 of all the members of the House filed the impeachment complaint, which was declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court, no?
Opo.
That was the reckoning period, February 5, 2025. That
Opo.
is why they are saying February 6, 2026, pwede na ulit mag-file ng impeachment complaint, no? However, on the recent resolution of the Supreme Court, ang kinonsider nila na deemed filed is the first impeachment complaint, which was filed December 2, 2024.
Opo.
Ang patent day niya is January 14, 2025.
Opo.
Because of the inaction of the House of Representatives to transmit this impeachment complaint, in which case, last January 15 of 2026, considered lapse na ang 1-year prohibition period, no?
Okay.
So, ang ating recent resolution was issued January 28, and immediately after that, na-file itong dalawang impeachment complaint against the Vice President, no? So the confusion now lies on kailan ba talaga nag-expire? Was it last January 14 of 2026?
Or February
Or will it expire on February 5 of 2026?
Abang-abang. Maraming salamat, House Committee on Justice Chairperson, Representative Jerbil Luistro. Ingat po kayo.
Thank you, Igan, and good morning to everyone.